Hello and welcome back to Drewster Gamer FC, and in today's episode of Level 20 to Premier League Season 2 Episode 8. So in today's episode we are going to be playing Swaffham Town under 21s. We'll be playing Northwich Medics Reserves, and then we will potentially fit in Waveney under 21s. So we're going to go for a 3-game episode. So there will be about 10 episodes for Season 2. So in the last episode, I think we drew 0-0 and we drew 3-all. So, hope you guys enjoy this episode as much as I will. And further ado, we will get into our game against Swaffham Town, which is in 15 days' time. So we're kind of getting towards the business end of the Central and South Norfolk League Division 3. And we are currently going for the title as well as the automatic promotion spots, which are top 2 spots in the league. And I can't quite remember if I'm unbeaten or not, but I have a feeling that I'm unbeaten still all season. But the difference between this season and last season, we have more draws this season than we did last season. So if I go to competition, we are completely unbeaten. We haven't lost a single game yet this season. So if University of East Anglia under 21s were to get into the automatic promotion spots, they could not get promoted, and the same with Bohemian Reserves cannot gain promotion for some reason. So the board expectation was to get mid-table. Was that in their club vision? Yeah, to finish mid-table in the Central and South Norfolk Division 3, which we have basically outshone that. We have gone above and beyond, and we're in a top 2 spot. They are pleased that we're playing attacking football, pleased with entertaining football, and pleased with counter-attacking football. And the supporters, pleased with attacking football, pleased with the entertaining football, and pleased with the counter-attacking football. So if we look at our squad, and if we look at selection info, if we go for goals, our top goal scorer is Ben Steele with 6 goals, and then our second top goal scorer is Armelindo Mema, and then Dylan Bebb, and then Ronan Ismail, and then got a couple of players on 2 goals with Bobby Robson and Oliver Skinner, and then we got several players on 1 goal with Tom McMaureen on 1 goal, Tom Wadby, Gregory Frankenborg, Bradley Woodgarness, Ashley Harris, Bradley Simmons, and then the rest of the players are on 0 goals. And our top assister is Bobby Robson alongside Armelindo Mema, and then our second best assisters are Dylan Bebb, Caleb Harvey, Gregory Frankenborg, and Kendall Keedle, all on 2 assists. And then the players on 1 assist are Tom McMaureen, Freddie Stanley, Ben Steele, Oliver Skinner, Tom Wadby, and Kieran Parson. And then everybody else is on 0 assists. So further ado, we're going to sim up to our next game. Bobby Robson has signed a new contract, which we're happy about. Probably more likely have to give him another contract because some team will be interested in him very, very soon. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to No.44 for saying that he's a big fan for this series, and I know that he said that he needs to catch up on it, so I hope you're able to catch up and get up to date with the series. And yeah, and I'm glad you found a series that you were looking for on Football Manager. So yeah, so I hope everybody who has been watching my series has catched up and are enjoying it. So yeah, and I hope to bring more good content for you guys. So we got offers for Dylan Bebb. Did we offer Dylan Bebb a contract already? Yes, we did. Josh Johnson, might need to offer a contract. We already offered the contract to Josh Johnson. And someone's trying to offer Breathway a job as reserve manager. But we're going to offer... Did Breathway leave us already? When did Breathway leave? I don't remember Breathway leaving. Where did he leave? Forgot when Breathway left us. Or did Breathway retire? When did we get this information? Milestone. Ah, he retired. Well, I'm confused. When did he retire? 3rd of the 6th, 2024. Is that after the first promotion, or did he play with us in 2025? Oh, he played in 23-24 season, then retired, didn't he? Yeah, I remember now. Forgot that he retired. It's been a few weeks since I did a video on this save and on this channel, so forgive me if I forget a few things. Ooh, Yakin reserve game against Swaffham Town under 21 has been postponed. Interesting. Wonder when that game's going to be played. So even if we do end up dropping out somehow of these automatics spots, we might still get promoted even if we finish 3rd due to one team not being able to get, due to a couple of teams not being able to get promoted. So we got 13 days until our next game, which is on the 2nd of February. So hopefully we have a good game and extend our gap against Swaffham Town under 21s. So we got our weekly staff meeting, which we didn't really have to do much. It was saying about moving a player up to the under 21s from the under 18s, but because our under 18s are in the league, I don't really want to move anybody at this moment in time, just in case it just dampens their progress because they're not being able to play in a league, because our under 21s currently doesn't have any matches. So yeah, so if we get promoted, that will be back-to-back promotions, and maybe we could go on and create some records with promotions. But to have back-to-back promotions is amazing in itself. But let's just say we go and do it again, then it goes from amazing to exceptional. Because especially when our target was to finish mid-table, if we had done that, I think board would still have been happy. But the way this team has performed, we have gone above and beyond any expectations put on this club. Dylan Bebb has signed a new contract, but for how much longer can he keep signing contracts before he's takes up an offer from any of the clubs that might be interested? And it looks like we have lost a midfielder. So we have lost Josh Johnson. He is left to play for Holstead Town. And Holstead Town on the Essex Senior League. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they are semi-professional. It says on a free transfer. And he's earning £80 a week. So I'd like to thank Josh Johnson for what he's done. He's helped us get promoted, and he's helped us to currently be unbeaten at this moment in time. And he's had 2 man of the match performances whilst being with us. He's scored 4 goals overall, assisting 4 times, and his average rating whilst playing for us has not been below a 7 average rating. So I wish you the best for the future there, Josh Johnson. And if I just click on follow, we can track your progress. So we'll add you to the shortlist. Definite. Just so that we can track him and track his career. So hopefully he has a successful rest of the season. And I guess we're going to have to potentially find a replacement for Josh Johnson. So that will come down to our director of football, who has already made an offer for his replacement within Elliot Gills. And Elliot Gills' stats: he played for Concord before leaving Concord. Concord Rangers. He played 10 times in the 24-25 season before leaving them to join wherever team he's at, which they are currently second, but they are 6 points off the league leaders. So yeah, so we might have a new man. He is currently 17 years of age, so he's got plenty of time. But unfortunately, he decided to join another club, which I didn't quite see to start with. I should have known when clicking on him. I thought we made an offer for him whilst he was at that club, but it was a club he moved to after Concord Rangers, which I'm surprised after playing 10 times with Concord Rangers. For a club like that, you would leave to then go to an amateur club, from semi-professional to amateur, after playing 10 times for the semi-professional side. But he made his decision and off he went. And he is only 17, so he could drop to amateur and then, for example, not be long at the amateur side because he's like impressed or something, and then make his way back to semi-professional. If it was a player, let's just say, played a lot of times in a season for a semi-professional club, and he's like the age of 25 and then dropped to amateur, then that might be a bit of a different story. But there we go. So Ashley Harris has committed his future to Royal Oak. So Roman Ismail was the best in training, just above Tom McMaureen and Gregory Frankenborg, and Ben Steele was the worst in training. So we've got 9 days now to our game. So yeah, so our under-18s have got a game. Can't quite remember who they're actually playing, but we'll have a look once it's stopped. Where we had it in the inbox earlier. They're playing Alfreton Town under-18s. So Alfreton Town, if we go to the senior squad, are in the Vanarama National League North, the senior team. and their season finishes in April as well. But their under 18s record is, if I can find it somewhere, is a draw in their first game 1-1, then they won 3-1, then lost 2-1, drew 1-1, lost 1-0, then they lost on penalties in the FA Youth Cup, and then won 3-1, won 3-2, lost 2-0, won 2-1, and then drawn a lot of games 1-1. They drew about 5 games 1-1, and then they drew 2-2, and then won 2-0, drew 1-0, lost 2-1, then won 3-1, and then lost 3-0, and then went on a run of winning 2-1 back to back, and then 2-0 win against King Lynn. So hopefully we can get the result against Alfreton Town under 18s. So, Royal Oak under 18s won 4-2 against Alfreton under 18s, who were on an okay run, Alfreton under 18s. And Royal Oak under 18s are 7th in the table with 36 points, which in the next game could help them get up to at least 5th in the table, depending on results on other teams. So, we've got 7 days until our game, and we have made an offer from a team called Croxley Green, which I know the area very well, because I've been to Croxley Green quite a lot. And the player in question is a 28-year-old Billy Frost. Who has Billy Frost played for before Croxley Green? Played for AFC Wimbledon but didn't make a single appearance. Then went on a free to Banstead Athletic. Then played for Banstead Athletic. Played for Spelt Thorn Sports. And then joined Croxley Green reserves before they put him into the first tee, where he played 15 times and got 9 assists. Very impressive, and could be a good replacement for Josh Johnson. Looking at those records. Hopefully we can get some sort of a deal done in time for the remainder of the season. So, 6 days left now until the big game. Which could help really decide and make people's decisions who they think's really going to win the title here. If Swaffham Town win this game, they close the gap and stop Royal Oak from being unbeaten. So it's a little bit of a bigger game, I think, for Swaffham Town than it is for Royal Oak. Because even if Royal Oak lose a game, I think we can easily get ourselves back up and running. But if Swaffham Town loses game, for example, then the gap is widened, and Swaffham Town under 21s probably might lose a chance of, or lose the shot of getting that title. Ooh, Memphis Depay moving on loan to a Saudi Arabian club. Quite an interesting move there for Memphis Depay. In the save. Because I know currently Memphis Depay, I think, is playing his football in South America and doing quite well. So yeah, but on Football Manager, he's off to Saudi Arabia. But a loan move is very interesting when it comes to Saudi Arabia, I think. Oh, might not match your ambitions for coaching or whatever, but somehow matches your ambitions for when you were playing, because you were coming towards the end of your career. Daniel Braithwaite. So help me up, you helped us to a promotion. Why can't we be a kickstarter to your coaching career or something? So we are getting closer. So we're going to have to offer a contract to Ashley Harris due to him getting an offer from Teviot Rangers Junior, and Teviot Rangers Junior play in the Bromley and South London League 2nd Division, and they are currently bottom of the league with 6 points. Go for another promotion, or help a team just gain a few more points. Just so they don't look so bad. That's your 2 options that he's kind of has to weigh up there. And I would take another promotion. So the rearranged game of Yakin Reserves and Swaffham Town. we kind of need Yaka Reserve to win this game, in my opinion. Just for the benefit of my team. And Yaka Reserves win the game. Come on. And that puts Yaka Reserves up to 4th in the table. 4 points away from Swaffham Town. Puts on the pressure on Swaffham Town for our game against them. This takes off pressure away from Royal Oak going into this game, and we can relax a bit more now because the gap hasn't been closed to 1 point. Because if they had won that game, they would have been 1 point behind us going into our game against them, which we do not want if we're trying to keep our unbeaten record. But yeah, guys, put in the comments for anybody who has been watching my series from the beginning. Put in the comment what your favourite game has been so far, because I'm really interested to know what you guys' favourite games have been. And once this season is finished, I will come back with another question, but I would leave it until the season is finished, because if I ask it now, then you might not have a fair chance of like really answering it. But the question I will ask at the end of the season, I will ask again, let's just say like 2 seasons after this season, so like 4th season, I will ask the question again, just for the fact I want to compare the first 2 seasons and then do another 2 seasons after that. So we have 4 seasons and then compare all 4 seasons. But you'll find out that question in probably episode 10 or when I do the off-season episode. I hope by doing this save, I've inspired you guys to get the level 20 English database and to start a save from level 20. Because not only that, I am making these videos, I would like to hope that I inspire you guys and make you guys interested in non-league football and even amateur football. Yes, Simmons has signed a new deal. What was Simmons' role? Simmons was under-18s manager, going nowhere. He is doing a remarkable job with the under-18s. So, why should he go anywhere? I think he should see out the under-18 season before making a decision. And if he wants to go after that, then he can go after that. I'm not going to stop him. Because I don't want to be one of those people. Yeah, I'll be like, you're doing an amazing job so far. Stay to end of season, let's just say. And if you want to move at the end of the season, go ahead. But like, I will try my absolute hardest to really try and keep them. But at the end of the day, they make the decision to leave, then they leave. And I'm not going to be like one of those people where, okay, later down the line I could try and bring them back. Like, if they left this football club, they'll always have a place here if they want to come back and watch a game. But I let them go off and explore what the future will hold for them. And instead of like always looking back, I'll be like, I liked what this guy did when he was with us, let's bring him back. I don't want to keep bringing people back, because like it might or might not help the football club, because they might have left, and them leaving might have left holes or might have upset a few people. So like if we bring them back, then it might take time to like rebuild relationships, whatever, depending on which way people look at the way someone left a club. But yeah, one thing I haven't checked is if I'm an icon or a legend yet at this club. I can't remember. I don't know if I have to go back to the original skin, or if I can check on the skin that I'm on. Forgot we play this game on a Sunday, so we've got a sim on a Saturday. And then I got a sim 13 days after this game to get to the next game. Okie dokie. Ooh, overall balance isn't great, but for an amateur club, our finances are really going to be insecure. So we are the top billing because it's first versus second, so we're going to be the top clash. And then assistant manager offering me some selection advice. Ooh, Tom Maureen and Bradley Simmons. And then Armelindo Mema being out wide. And they're thinking of Ashley Harris being up front. Okay, we'll have a look at that. That's not what I meant to click on. Royal Oak firm favourites for the Central and South Norfolk League Division 3 clash. Swaffham Town might not as well bother turning up for this home game against cash-strapped Royal Oak, according to whoscored.com. Royal Oak are currently on a 13-match unbeaten run and find themselves in first place. They've won 3 of their last 5 away games in the league. Royal Oak can secure the Central and South Norfolk League Division 3 title if they manage to take at least 15 points from their remaining fixtures. Following Swaffham Town's under 21's 2-1 Central and South Norfolk League Division 3 defeat against Yackham Reserves, Bridgeside are currently second in the Central and South Norfolk League Division 3 with 25 points from 14 matches. Swaffham Town and 21s have won their last 5 home league games. Swaffham Town will retain their position in the Central and South Norfolk League Division 3 table even if they lose to Royal Oak. And there's really no team news apart from Royal Oak being without Tom Wadby, who has a broken ankle. And Dylan Bear, we need to offer you another contract. So we're talking to Sky Sports, and Matthew Robertson is the journalist, and Ashley Harris has committed his future once again. The reason why I laughed a little bit is because the amount of times they're having to commit their future to the club. As things stand, the chase for the Central and South Norfolk League Division 3 title is in your hand. Do you believe you are the favourites to go and lift the trophy? I would rather concentrate on winning things than talk about them. I can see why people make us the favourites. There's a confidence about the players that we can keep going. Following Swaffham Town's under 21s 2-1 Central and South Norfolk League Division 3 defeat against Jack and Reserve, Bridgeside are currently sat second with 25 points from 14 matches. Do you think there is a chance Swaffham Town could take all 3 points? I'd rather focus on the game itself than needlessly discussing it. Jerdie Eagles have been one of Swaffham Town's best players this season. I'd rather discuss questions about my team. Do you have an update on Tom Wadby's injury? I'm optimistic that he'll be back to full fitness in good time. He's got a way to go, but he's getting there. With Johnson departing, many have suggested that you may hand more opportunities to some of the club's younger players, such as Derek Atkinson. Is that something you're likely to do? Wait, who's Derek Atkinson? Oh, he's a level 20 standard player. Actually, let's move Derek Atkinson up. How's he been doing? Coach reports. Let's go back. I'm not sure about asking young player to step in and contribute immediately is placing an awful lot of pressure on them to succeed, which can... Is there any reports linking Royal Oak? There is definitely some interest from our side. Can we do a deal? It's too soon to say. Will there be any reaction from David Stringer in response to Royal Oak being linked to one of his players? I can understand it's not an ideal situation for Dave, but we both understand this is business, and knowing him, we will be able to work towards some sort of solution. Considering the influence Josh Johnson held in the dressing room, are there fear at the club that his departure could result in significant harm being done to the atmosphere amongst the squad? We are all focused squarely on bringing long-term success to this football club, and Josh being here or not doesn't change that. Reports suggest that Tom McMorrin going to be your go-to one for this. Care to comment? He's our not so secret weapon, isn't he? I'm confident in what he can bring. How important a role will Dylan Bebb play after signing his new contract? Can you expect him to start making good on his potential? He's one of the biggest talents for his age that I've ever worked with. He's got absolutely everything. And thank you, Sky Sports. And I hope you have a good journey back home. Unless you need to do a report after this game. Let's see how the results go on the Saturday games. So, there is a 3-0 win for Norwich Medic Reserves against Yackham Reserves, which made Yackham Reserves drop to 5th. Takaloliston Reserves lost 3-2 to Eastern under 21s. University of East Anglia 1-2-1, and that moves University of East Anglia up to 3rd, a point behind Swaffham Town. But Swaffham Town, even if they drop out automatic, could still get promoted due to University of East Anglia can't get promoted. The under 21s, of course, can't get the promotion. because I have a weird feeling if they got promoted, they either play in the same level or in the same league as their senior team, which I don't think is allowed. Hence why under 21 of that team play lower than the actual senior team. But if they're doing better than the senior team, they may well be in the senior team, mightn't they? Those players. West Row Gunners were the holders of the Central and South Norfolk League Division 3 the previous season. They won it. But I would like to check, if we do end up winning this league, did we do better than West Row Gunners? That'll be interesting. Ooh, Royal Oaks under 18s almost could have drawn to Hartlepool's under 18s, losing 3-2. Granted, Hartlepool under 18s are absolutely dominating this league, only losing 3 games, winning 16 and drawing 6. Because we lost 11. If we hadn't lost 11 games, we might be doing a lot better in the league. But we're 10th out of 18 teams, so it's not bad. With some of these teams, you would expect their under 18s to be a lot better than us. Oh, we got an A+ on the monthly board performance review. Board could not be happy with the progress towards our overall vision and also recognise the improvement made to the club's stature. And then they got a B- on the tactics and an A+. The board could not be happy with your strong support and backing from the players. Monthly from the supporters performance review, we got a C+. Fans satisfied with the work being done to making the club vision for the future reality. We got a B- on the tactic. And then we got a C on the squad. Board expects a win. Supporters expect to win. So yeah. Could be in for a good game. We need to get Tom Rugby out. Oh no, Tom Rugby's already out. Where is he? Oh, Armelindo Mehmet could come back in. Who hasn't done quite well? I don't think actually Harris has been doing that great overall. Who's not been doing great at defence? Because Tom Hayes has been doing a little bit better average rating than Carl Rowland, so Tom Hayes could come back in. Might drop Bradley Woodgarness for Ashley Harris potentially. As Woodgarness has only got 1 goal. So has Harris, but Harris could do a little bit better. I'm going to drop Dylan Bebb because I want to give Ronan Ismail a chance. Tom McMaureen. Oh wait, Tom McMaureen, you're going to go into midfield. Then that can free up a space. Oh, who could that free up a space for? Need to free up somebody for that midfield. Let's go with Caleb Heavey. There we go. We've got defender midfield, a couple of midfielders, striker and a left back. I'm happy with that. Happy with that going into this game. I think we're doing really well. Ooh, was going all for. Because I was just reading something about Galatasaray in the save. But then I realised, don't need to already think about Galatasaray and most of the other teams in Europe at this moment in time. So, team selection. We're going to submit the team. Is everybody happy with the role that I've been given them? Yeah, you're good at that. You're good at what you're doing. You're good at what you're doing. Frankenball, you're good at what you're doing. McMoree, you're okay at what you're doing. I like what you've been doing, Simmons. Yeah, so you're good at that role. Holden, you're good at that role. Jones, you're good at that role. Hayes, you could do that role, can't you, Hayes? Ward. Actually, let's sort the keepers round. Yeah, feel a bit more confident now. Let's go and see what people say about this team. Frankenborg's about to show everybody why he's so good. And that's from Benji. And then Archie has said, even I'm struggling to pick a hole in this team. Looking forward to this. Let's go with hands in pockets. Oh. Gonna go with pump fist. Pump fist. Can't really see their recent form. But their manager is Steve Bridge. Don't actually know who Steve Bridge is. If he's an actual person or some generated manager. Ooh, this result could take them up to 28 points, Swaffham Town, but this could take us up to 32 points. So hopefully we got to 32 points. So Swaffham Town are kicked off. Oh, okay, they give the ball away to Tom Hayes. Oh, he won the ball back with Mema. Kieran Parson to McMoreen. Pierce Parson goes back to Hayes. Hayes forward to Parson. Who goes back to Hayes. Back to Parson. Who goes to McMoreen. McMoreen goes back to Hayes. Hayes to Parson. To McMoreen. To Hayes. To McMoreen. McMoreen goes back to Hayes. Hayes goes to Parsons. Parsons is able to finally go forward. Plays the ball into Roman Ismail. Roman Ismail goes for goal, but he was offside. So it's a free kick to Swaffham Town. Quite a bit of a funny play there, because it was Hayes, Parsons to McMoreen to Parsons to Hayes, and it was just between them three at the moment. Oh, well blocked. Well done, McMoreen, to getting it forward. Even though it did go to one of our players. Swaffham Town's coming forward. And Swaffham Town get the first goal with Charlie Bush. Swaffham Town could make this come down to close the gap by 1 point. Oh no, we could not have this. We need to... Let's encourage the lads. Don't want to go to more straight away. I need to just encourage them. Come on, lads. We cannot lose this game. We need to at least draw this game. Melindo Mema. Put in a good corner. Oh, corner's been cleared. Only as far as Frankenborg. Frankenborg to Mema. Oh, Mema tried to put a ball in. Frankenborg, can he put a decent ball in? Oh, go on, McMoreen. Tom McMoreen. Oh, goes to Parsons. Parsons to Simmons this time. Clemens goes for goal. Blocked and out for a corner. Can Royal Oak get themselves back into this game in front of 21 fans? Armelindo Mema puts in the corner. Corner's been cleared. And the highlight ends there. Come on, we are on a really good goal difference here. So even if they did end up on 29 points at some point, and we ended up on level on points, our goal difference is better. So we would always stay top because of that. We'll get to about the 35th minute and then we'll start demanding more from the lads. Oh no, please as we're going to go down to 2-0. Well, they do have a good home record from what I've read. Well blocked. Now it's your chance to go forward, lads. Still play the ball. Okay. Gonna demand more now. Most people are happy with that shout. Come on, we got this, lads. I know we got this. Maureen over to Simmons. Oh, brilliant to Ben Steele. Ben Steele plays it out to Frankenborg. Frankenborg looks to take on his man. Will he get past? But has to go back, but still somehow puts it across. Ben Steele with the header. And Baldock Smith with the save for Swaffham Town. Who is keeping them in this game? Keeper, is he going to save it? Is that a save? No, that went straight out from the corner and it's half time and it is currently 1-0 Swaffham Town. So come on lads, show a bit more desire. Hands on hits, not happy with defensive work. Hands on hits, I need you to step up and show everyone why you expect to win this game. Attackers, I need you to step up and show everyone why you expect to win this game. So we will make changes throughout the second half. But I would like the lads to end in the first half, to start the second half, and try and put things right. I think the first shout is going to be fire up. They look to play this corner short. I thought they were going to put a cross there for a second. They're going to go for goal. Well saved. And I think you might have saw that late as well, because one of our players was blocking our own keeper. So I think you might have saw that one late. He's going for another short corner. Unless it's a tease and he's going to go long. Can we get that cleared? Phew, he's missed a shot. He's missed a shot. Phew. So we've got a few players who are not doing well so far. With Roman Ismail not doing well, Armelindo Mema not doing well, and Carl Jones not doing well either. Got the ball out to Roman Ismail. Over to Kieran Parson, who gives it to Maureen. Tom Maureen looks to go down line, but plays it back to Parson, who plays the ball down line to Mema. Can Mema look to put it into the box? Which he does. Roman Ismail heads that over the bar. They're going to come to the 60th minute, and I think we're going to make our first sub. I don't think it'll be Roman Ismail. Uh-oh, they're on the break. Can we get enough men back in time? Well, this looks like it could be a good counter-attack. Close him down. Get out to him. Somebody close him down. Phew, he missed it. And I think Roman Ismail will have to come off in the 60th minute, because he's not done well on a 6.2 there. Actually, let's see this corner play out, because he could get his head onto the end of this cross. Oh, cross has been back to him. Mema over to Frankenborg, and Frankenborg missed. And we're going to swap out. Put Dylan Bebb for Roman Ismail. And I think that's a good change at this moment in time. And then we'll do a defensive change a few minutes later. In the 65th minute. Come on, we need to get this ball back. Come on. Try and stop their crosses at all costs. And it's 2-0. We are losing 2-0. Swaffham Town are really, in recent time, trying to go for this title and really try and stop us. Oh, we need to take off Carl Jones. Carl Jones is not doing well. I'm going to berate the lads, because this has not been a great performance. But there's still time to turn things around. And can we start by doing it now? This will be our first ever league loss if we lose this game of our managerial career. Well blocked. That's a Swaffham Town under 21 corner. And I think Tom McMaureen might be the next to come off. I have a weird feeling these short corners are putting us off. Come on, get out to him. He looks to play out wide again. They're playing it back in the middle. Well done, Simmons. Who plays it up to absolutely nobody. Tom McMaureen definitely needs to come off. Caleb, you can come on. And we're going to demand more from the lads. Come on, another highlight. We might lose this game and still be ahead by a point. But it's one of those games where we didn't really want to lose. But I guess Swaffham Town wanted this game more. And it looks like they could beat us unless we get this ball back and somehow get 2 quick fire goals, which could save us. Come on, get out to him. Oh no, come on, get out to him. Well saved, come on keeper. Urgency, come on. Go on Simmons. Well done for playing it back to keeper. Oh, keeper's playing it long. Oh, go on Bebb. Go on Dylan Bebb. Dylan Bebb, you put it wide. Come on, we need another highlight. Come on. Have we got anything in the tank to actually get a goal? Or have we officially got our first defeat as Royal Oak manager? Come on, close him down. Yep, we got our first defeat. Our first defeat as Royal Oak manager has just been sealed, with Swaffham Town getting their third. goal. Great, because I'm not happy with this performance. Can we at least get a goal out of this game? Go on, Mema. Beb. Send him off, ref. Who's going to take this? Oh, Melinda Mema with the free kick. Mema, just put the free kick in. Already lost this game. Come on. And all over. And we have got our first defeat of our career. Of our Royal Oak career. And that was not good enough from the lads. We need to go out and win our next game. Because that was very, very disappointing. Even I would rather have been at home than have watched that game. But I send the assistant manager because I'm upset to even talk to the media there. Yep, our unbeaten run has ended. So we got 13 days to sim until our next game. So let's offer a contract to Oliver Skinner. So we need to attend a meeting. So attend meeting and not really anything to properly discuss. So that's a pointless meeting to even attend in the first place. Let's sim our way all the way to the game, which is against Norwich Medics Reserves. And Bobby Robson has signed a new contract, which I'm happy with. So we're going to be making some changes to the lineup. Like big changes to the lineup. But they keep the same keeper in goal. Because we were up against second place and it looked like they wanted it more. And Roman Ismail, we're going to send him home so he's out for 3 to 4 days. So we can get over the cold instead of being treated at the club. And potentially making other people ill. So we got 10 days until our next game. So I think our next game's on a Saturday. And Frost decided to sign for Chard Town. And Chard Town are looking to win. Oh, they're semi-professional. So why only one team can get promoted here? Is other people amateur then? Oh no, all semi-professional. Where is Chard Town? Facilities. Town. Chard. Oh, this is some like Cornish league or something, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully we go and win our next game. So yeah, so it did look like we were going to get that player. Because he's joined another team. Unfortunately. Which I thought he could have been a good replacement. It's a shame that Daniel Breathwaite has left and retired. Because I think he would have been good for that game that we lost 3-0 at the back. So yeah, so let me know who your favourite Royal Oak player is on this save. And just not to confuse some of you guys, when you see the name Royal Oak, it's not anything to do with the person you see on social media and you might have seen in real life if you had the chance. It's not related to Steve Bracknell's Royal Oak. This is a complete different Royal Oak. Before we confuse the two, because I know that it was confused me a little bit, but then when I first started to save and realised what league they're in, I was like, no, it has nothing to do with Steve Bracknell. So for anybody who knows what I'm on about, then you will know that what I mean, but there might have been a bit of confusion. But it's a complete different Royal Oak. Got the Steve Bracknell one is all the way up in Sheffield, and this Royal Oak is based in Norfolk. Hence why it was hard to actually find this Royal Oak's badge, because it kept coming up with Steve Bracknell, and then it was coming up with some other Royal Oak team, and there's so many teams called Royal Oak. I just don't get how we get away with having that many teams called Royal Oak, but there we go. Just imagine like one day in the future you get to the Premier League and the whole leash is like Royal Oak versus Royal Oak, Royal Oak versus Royal Oak, for example. And like one day you just have like Steve Bracknell's Royal Oak somehow in the Premier League. Only way I think there's a universe where that could happen if you got a load of FM content creators on an online save and manage, and you put a rule, you can only manage teams called Royal Oak, and you do like a database like this, and that's the only way I think you would get a Premier League full of Royal Oaks. Even though Roman Ismail would have recovered from his cold ahead of this game, because I know he got ill in the build-up, but he will, in the week leading up to the game, he'll be fine. But he's not going to start because he didn't play great in the last game, so don't really want to start him because he was a bit shocking. Like, I gave him a chance, and I thought, I hadn't played him for a bit, so I was like, why don't we start him? But that decision didn't turn out to be great, and granted, most of my team weren't great that game, but he wasn't great. What's he wanted by Plymouth Hopeful? Oh, to be their under-18 manager. And our under-18s just lost to Michalova's under-18s. And where are Michalova's under-18s in the league? So we're 10th, and Michalova's under-18s are 14th. Okie dokie. Well, this is our debut season in an under-18s league. It's quite strange, like, even as an amateur club, should our under-18s of an amateur club be competing against under-18s of a semi-professional club? I don't think so, in my opinion. I think we need to have an amateurs under-18s league, so it's more of a level playing field, and somehow we are still beating some of these semi-professional under-18s teams, so quite impressive. Can't believe that we're getting near the end of our second season at Royal Oak. How long ago? Let's have a look, see how long ago our first season was. And our first season kicked off 2 months ago. Don't think it was 2 months ago exactly today, but it was 2 months ago. And 2 months later, we have almost finished our second season and almost going on to our third season. But as you know, I always make an off-season video so you can see what goes on from end of season to the beginning of the next season, where potentially decided to get rid of players, a lot of players signing, potentially players retiring, and all sorts. So I'd like to bring that to you guys as well. And Dylan Bebb has signed a contract, and I think Dylan Bebb deserves to start ahead of Roman Silva. And then I think Skinner should go instead of Roman Silva. Well, Ben Lewis has only played 6 times, and he should go on instead of Jack Holden, just due to his average rating and his ratings of his last 5 games. Carl Rowland, you go instead of Carl Jones. Carl Jones didn't have a great game last time. Ashley Harris. Actually, Ashley Harris, you stay down on the bench. Freddie Stanley, you go on instead of Kieran Parser, because Freddie Stanley is a little bit of a better player, in my opinion. Yeah. Like the few changes that we made. I don't want to overly change the starting 11, even though we lost. But I feel the small changes that I made, I think, might make a difference. Oh, we got an offer. We made an offer for Josh Baker, who has played for Northfield Emerald. Northfield Emerald are going for the title in what is an amateur competition. So let's have a look at the career of Josh Baker, who's 26 years old, and he started his career at Barton Town. Then he had a move to Hull, and then went back to Barton Town, and then ended up at Northfield Emerald. Could be an interesting signing. Weekly staff meeting. Nothing I really needed to do, because whatever was being suggested I was not quite happy with, so didn't really do any action. Needed to do any action. So we got a game against Northwich Medics coming up, and Oliver Skinner has committed his future to the club, which I'm happy about. And Peru national team manager has left, and so Peru will be looking for a new international manager. Well, looking for a new manager, shall I say, because they could poach somebody from club to become international manager, just like what Brazil are doing with Carlos Ancelotti in real life. And I think Xavi Alonso will be joining Real Madrid as manager. Don't know what to think of that, actually. And also, put in the comments, guys, if you have been to any football matches recently, or any teams that you support as well, because I'd like to have some conversation about different teams whilst playing Football Manager. Or if you just want me to look up how your team is doing within my save, which I can also do as well if you put that in the comments, which I'm going to make a post about as well. Oh, I need to offer you a contract again, because someone's trying to poach you from us. I made that sound like they're poaching you, they're going to sell you or something. No. I mean, like, another club's just really interested in the work that he's been doing for our under-18s and would like him at their club. Okie dokes. Who are we up against? We're up against Norwich Medic Reserves. So let's attend the press conference, and we're speaking to Sky Sports News again. Do you think Swaffham Town under 21s can beat Horsham Athletic to maintain their title challenge? I don't have anything to say about the Swaffham Town under 21 match. What sort of response are you looking for from your players after this disappointing result against Swaffham Town under 21? We've gone away and licked our wounds, and now the time to bounce back with a much better performance. What do you think of your team? Your team has one of the best attacking records in the league. I'm lucky to have fantastic players with quality in every area. That Golden, as you're aware, has the physical attributes rarely seen in other players. How much does that help you with the way you set up your team? Will Carl Jones be decisive today? Almost at our second game of the episode. Someone making an offer for Bobby Robson. Need to offer him a contract again. And probably the same for Dylan Bev. Need to offer Dylan Bev a contract. So yeah, so we're on the day of the game. Well, part of the game is on the day of the game. Part of the game is still on the day before. But once this stops, I mean, we will officially be on fully on game day. Okie dokie. We're on game day now. And Royal Oak won 5-0 against Matchlock under 18s, which has put Royal Oak up to 7th in the table. Not bad. And Matlock are 11th. Double checking I'm happy with my changes. What's happening with left mid? Bobby Robson. Bobby Robson, you can come on next game. Okay, let's go into this game. Team selection, submit. You love to see it. Pleased to see Frankenborg started because he looks so home at this setup. Hopefully, because we're playing at home, that we can expect a good result. But then sometimes in football, it doesn't matter if you're home or away. You can still win, draw, or lose your game. Nothing's confirmed. Northwich Medic Reserves. That was their lineup. And they are sat 4th in the table and could get themselves up to 3rd. And I think they will get themselves 2 points behind 2nd if 2nd don't win their game. So Maureen gets the ball off Ben Steele, who gives it to Dylan Bebb. Dylan Bebb lost out on the ball but gets the ball back but conceded a free kick in the process. So we are 6 minutes in and it is 0-0. Ben Lewis gives it to Frankenborg. Frankenborg puts the ball in. Mema, Armando Mema, with his 6th goal of the season, puts Royal Oak 1-0 up. In front of 99 fans. Not going to praise because Mema is on the attack again. Go on, Mema. Plays it to Steele. Go on, Ben Steele. Went for the shot. Saved by the keeper. And it's out for a Royal Oak corner. Just when you think you're ready to praise the team, they come up with another attack. Wingenborg gives it out to Stanley. Freddie Stanley. To McMaureen. Back to Stanley. To McMaureen. McMaureen goes for goal. Tom McMaureen top bins for his 2nd goal of the season. And I think I can officially now praise the lads. Because we are 2-0 up. And Swaffham Town are 1-0 up. Hence why they're still a point behind us. Go on, Ben Steele. Let's close that gap. Win the header. Well done, McMaureen. Over to Stanley. Stanley to Mema. Mema's just given that ball away there. Oh, go on, Simmons. Gives it to Ben Steele. Gives it to Dylan Bebb. Go on, Dylan Bebb. Just go for goal, and it's been blocked. Simmons gives it to Steele. Ben Steele out to Frankenborg. To Simmons. Simmons over to Frankenborg. And it's out for a throw-in. Come on, lads. We've got this. Go on, Lewis. Over to the keeper. Keeper's gone long to Steele. Steele with the header. Dylan Bebb ran onto the loose ball. What can Dylan Bebb do here? Plays it back to Simmons. Bradley Simmons with his second goal of the season puts us 3-0 up. What a response after losing 3-0 last time out against Swaffham Town under 21s. This goal difference is really helping us if we become level on points with Swaffham Town at some stage. This goal difference is vital. Could have gone 4-0 up in the first half, not even in the first half an hour. We haven't even hit the half an hour mark. Ball in. Ball's been cleared. Simmons out to Mema. Mema puts the ball back in. Header saved. Out for another Royal Oak corner. And that is our 5th or 6th corner of the game. And we've only played 24 minutes. Ball in. Still, it's going to play it out to Mema. Mema's going to put this ball back in. Lewis. The header's been cleared. And that was our 6th corner in 25 minutes. Yes. Swaffham Town are drawing at the moment, which is massive for Royal Oak. And Mema puts the ball in. Ball's been cleared. Only as far as Frankenborg, who puts the ball back in. But ball's been cleared only as far as Dylan Bebb. Dylan Bebb's going to look to take his man on down line, but puts in the cross. But the ball's been cleared and Norwich Medics reserves can come away with the ball. Oh no, that's not Swaffham Town that are drawing. Swaffham Town are still 1-0 up. Look. I looked at the wrong badge for a second there. Ooh. Norwich Medic reserves almost got themselves a goal back, but they hit the post. So will Norwich Medic reserves get themselves back into this game? Well blocked by Steele. Our striker coming back to help defensively. Brilliant work. Brilliant's gone out for a corner. And a Norwich Medic reserve corner. With the ball going to be whipped in. Oh, whipped to the edge of the box. And the shot went wide. So, Royal Oak goal kick. Ball's been played upfield. But been cleared by Norwich Medics. But then was cleared to Simmons. But Simmons has now given it away. Well done, Lewis. Gives it to Roland. Roland's over to Tom Hayes. Tom Hayes to Freddie Stanley. Freddie Stanley plays it to Armando Mema. Armando Mema plays it forward to Dylan Bebb. What can Dylan Bebb do here? Dylan Bebb plays it out to Maureen. Maureen looks to go for goal. And it's been saved and out for a Royal Oak corner. So Armando Mema with the ball over. Dylan Bebb. Dylan Bebb goes for goal, but it's over the bar. Hopefully we can hold out to a half time without conceding. Just going to praise the lads because we're still 3-0 up. Norwich Medic Reserve keeper taking his goal kick. And they've still got hold of the ball here as they look to go forward. Ooh, what an effort. Off the post and cleared by Royal Oak. Can we header this ball away? Which we do. Luckily they missed. And can we hold out till half time? Which we do. We go into half time. 3-0 lead. So we're going to start the second half. We're going to make one change with Maureen having a little bit of an injury. Well done, Stanley. Gives it to Hayes. Hayes with a long ball upfield. But unfortunately wasn't able to find one of our players. And we have just given away a penalty. As Freddie Stanley has pushed over a player. Can our keeper save it? No, he cannot. And it is 3-1. With Royal Oak still in the lead. But this gives Norwich Medic Reserves a way back into the game. Go on, Beb. Gives it to Mema, who gives it to Heavey. Heavey to Steele. Back to Heavey. Heavey goes for goal. But it's over the bar. Well cleared. Go on, Mema. Plays it to Dylan Bebb. What can Dylan Bebb do here? Plays it to Heavey. Heavey back to Bebb. But unfortunately, Bebb wasn't able to get to it. But Frankenborg heads it down to Steele. Oh! Steele might have got a tackle, but Dylan Bebb took over the ball. And Dylan Bebb found the bottom corner. And it is 4-1. And apparently assisted by Ben Steele. Ben Steele did have the medics come on. So Oliver Skinner, you're going to come on for Ben Steele. So the Royal Oak keeper taking the goal kick. Kicks it up to Dylan Bebb, who heads it to Skinner. What can Skinner do here? Skinner plays the ball across to Mema. Mema plays it across to Bebb. And Bebb, with his 6th goal of the season, had made it 5-1 to Royal Oak. And not even 60 minutes have played, and we are 5-1 up. Oh, brilliant from Lewis. Can we get that cleared? Unfortunately not. And Oscar Ramsey has scored for Norwich Medic Reserves to make it 5-2. But Royal Oak was still in the lead. So hopefully we don't concede 3 more goals in today's game. because we got a good chance of staying top of the league. We're doing really well so far. To only concede 2 goals is not so bad when Northwich Medics were trying to get back into this game. Go on, Lewis. Frankie ball back to Ben Lewis. Over to Rowlands. Rowland plays out to Frankenborg, who goes to Bradley Simmons, who plays it to Lewis. Ooh, Northwich Medic reserves on the attack with Ramsey. Plays it over to Sargent. He plays it to McIntyre. McIntyre over to Oscar Ramsey, and it is 5-3. Unfortunately, we don't want to see that highlight again. We're still 2 goals ahead. Oh, well done. Oh, I thought Frankie Ball got that ball back. Oh no. Oh no, this looks like it could lead to another goal. Uh-oh. Come on, we need to win this ball back quick. Yep, it led to another goal. And it's 5-4. Still plenty of time for them to get 2 more goals. Unless we don't get a goal from now until the end. Freddie Stanley whips in the free kick. Played it across to Bebb. Bebb goes for goal, but it's gone over. Come on, Mema. Put this ball in. Mema. Frankenborg. Brilliant save by their keeper. Gonna make another change. And that's gonna be Roland to come off for Kyle Jones. Go on, Mema. Bebb tried to find Stanley, but unfortunately wasn't able to, as the pass was a bit heavy there, as it went straight out for a goal kick. So not long to go now. Will Norwich Medic Reserves get themselves a 5th goal? Or will we be able to clear it, which we did? Up to Mema, to Bebb, to Skinner. Go on, Oliver Skinner. Oh, ooh, thought that was going to go to Mema, but it went straight past Mema. Heavey, out to Frankenborg. What can Frankenborg do here? Frankenborg plays it out to Simmons. Simmons goes for goal, but it's been blocked. And it's out for a Royal Oak throw-in. So we've got not long left of the game to go. with 6 added minutes. I'm going to tell the lads to focus for these remaining minutes. Can we get this cleared? Great save by the keeper there. Just get it upfield. Well done, keeps. Well done, Jones. Plays it back to keeper. Plays it to Hayes, who plays it to Heavey. Heavey back to Hayes. To Mema. Armelindo Mema. Plays it back to Hayes, who plays it to Heavey. Heavey plays it outfield to Frankenborg. Can Frankenborg get control of that? Squares it to Dylan Bebb. Come on! 6-4. 7th goal of the season, I think that was for Dylan Bebb. Come on. We deserve to win this game. Gonna praise the lads. They got one more opportunity to get themselves a 5th goal, but it's been cleared. Is ref gonna blow his whistle, or is he gonna allow the throw-in to be taken? And ref blows his whistle, and we win 6-4, keeping us top of the league. Which is impressive. Brilliant. We are top of the league by a point. Good result. Let's really build some momentum now. Solid result. I'll be properly looking forward to our next match now. I think we're going to go with a similar lineup. But the changes I made did really help us in this game. And now we got 15 days until our next game. Come up Maureen's injuries for 1 to 2 days. Let's attend the post. Say, the Eastern Daily Press. Oh, wait. Oh, the Pink UN. We're talking to the Pink UN first. You have once again come up with a supremely impressive victory. What's your reaction? We executed the game plan to perfection. I'm delighted with their performance. And now we're talking to BBC Radio Norfolk. Did Armelindo Mema early goal shape the way the match ended? It's a really important moment. We were able to settle into the game and play on our own terms. And now we're talking to the Norwich Evening News. Just how thrilling are you with Dylan Bebb's hat-trick? He's an outstanding footballer and I really couldn't be happier. He's reached new levels seamlessly every week. Okay. We're back to talking to Norwich Evening News. It's rumoured that Armelindo Mema will be leaving the club in the near future. Performances like that hardly going to reduce the interest from him. Nobody knows the future for certain. We'll have to see what happens. There are rumours that you're still in the market for another player. We never stop looking for ways to improve the team. You've been linked certainly with Josh Baker. We're looking for someone more player and Josh is one of the possibilities. We're not focused solely on him though. You used a staggering 24 players so far this season. I'm always looking for an edge and I'm very happy to give players opportunities to impress if they've earned them. Can you offer an insight into why you set the team up to play this way? This is how I believe football should be played. Your supporters seem to respond well to your attacking intent today. Is that something we can see more of in the future? And thank you for everybody who attended the press conference. And Royal Oak signed Josh Baker. Hammer, we signed Josh Baker. Brilliant. That is brilliant news. We were just talking about Josh Baker in the press conference. And now we got 15 days until our next game. Which we will just have time to do in the episode. And then that'll be the end of the episode. Tom McMorgan's not going to go anywhere, so we'll offer him a contract. We've got an offer for Bobby Robson. And then we already offered him another contract. Oliver Skinner. We need to offer him another contract. Eli City. Oh, didn't realise there was a team in England called Eli City. I thought that was going to be some like Scottish team or something. So, Bohemian Reserves are up against University of East Anglia. Also, already put the two teams that can't get promoted as relegated. Has it? Stay. Oh, it already says. Wait, what? Why has it got them as relegated? I'm so confused. And Bohemian Reserves up to 9th in the table. So we got 13 days until we play Waveney under 21s, who are sat 10th in the league. I think we offered Tom Maureen a contract already. Yes, we did. Have we offered Dylan Bev one? I think we did already. Yes, we did. We talk about 2 players' forms. So we got 12 days until our next game. Okay, so our game's on a Sunday. So the game's on a Sunday because I just worked it out. So if it's 12 games from the 12 days from the Tuesday, then that'll make it Wednesday the 11 days, then 10 days, then 9, then 8 for Saturday, and then 7 for Sunday. Yes, Ashley Harris has committed his future to the club, which is good. Really thought for a second I saw something in our inbox. Around the world, where was it? So Vinicius Jr. could leave Real Madrid for 112 million on this save, and then there was something about Rodrigo. Rodrigo. What was it about Rodrigo? He's wanted by Manchester City, and jeez, the offer Manchester City would have to make is massive. So we've got 10 days now to our next game. Okay, I think we've done the contract. So we went from losing 3-0 to winning 6-4. So hopefully we can get a second win of the episode, which in our final game of the episode. Once I got my words out there. So, inbox, Dylan Bev has committed his future. Bobby Robson has committed his future. Tom McMaureen was the best in training. Jack Ward was the worst in training. Roman Ismail was second best in training. Freddie Stanley was third best in training, and second to worst in training was Bradley Wood Garnett. But he wasn't the worst. So game just saving quickly. There we go. Hopefully we'll see if there's any games that are being played in our league. So we got an inbox. Okay. Don't know why I was looking at that one. It's just about Dylan, not Dylan Berg, Daniel Breathwaite. So we got 8 days now to our next game. Which could be a So Maureen commits his future to Royal Oak, and so does Oliver Skinner. So Royal Oak's under 18s have got to play Hemel Hempstead under 18s on the Saturday. So in about 5 days' time. So hopefully our under 18s can beat Hemel's under 18s. And I think last time I looked at the under 18 table, Hemel were bottom. So inbox. And we need to offer another contract to our under 18s manager. So this will be the first game of March. So 4 days until our next game. Inbox. So we've got a couple of days now till the game against Waveney under 21s, who are sat in 10th, and I need to offer contract to Bobby Robson. Wait, ew, what have I got? Just real quick. I couldn't believe quite what I just saw there with Anthony Martial being at Luton on this save on a free as well. That he should be good for Luton, I think. So this is just saving real quick. So we're on the day of the under 18s game. Hopefully they do really well. And hopefully they're not without a manager. Because that could be a possibility still. Do I need to... No, Tom Hayes isn't going anywhere. Unless they decide he's going to go somewhere. And Simmons has left Royal Oak and became Biggleswade. Oh wait, what's he become at Biggleswade? Become Biggleswade's under 18s manager. And do they even have a schedule? They're under 18s. No, they don't. They didn't have a schedule. Okay, gonna have to place a job advert for the under 18s manager. Royal Oak are just one game away from promotion. Assuming results elsewhere go as they need, are you confident of seeing it through? Very confident. The team has been superb all season, deserve their success whenever it arrives. They're going to be a very big celebration. How do you get your team to repeat that sort of performance? Put in against Northwich Medic reserves. Gives us confidence to play well. Positive result that we're all here for. What sort of a role does Josh Baker have here? Let's wait and see how things unfold, shall we? We have put quite a run of form away from home. So what's the secret? Ashley Harris has put pen to paper, new contract. Thank you, Sporting Life. Just want to get to our game now. Thank you. Let's see how Ooh. Eastern under-21s beat Rockland United Reserve. So Eastern have gone up to 5th in the table. Northwich Medics won 3-0 against Horsham Athletic. So Norwich Medics Reserves are up to 3rd in the table. Tacalonis Sun Reserves drew 2-2 to Yakum Reserves. So Tacalonis Reserves are 1 point off potentially or getting out of relegation. So 3 teams can't get promoted. That is very, very interesting. There we go. We are on match day. Yep, we're on match day. And Royal Oaks lost to Hemel Hempstead under 18s 3-1, and Hemel Hempstead under 18s move up to 16th. I love how the supporters are giving us a lower rating than the board. Ooh. Who's looking to sign for us? We've given... Yeah, we've offered him a contract. Squad. Okie dokie. He might be fit, but I would like Caleb Hayes to go in, Tom McMaureen to drop, and Josh Baker to go in for him. Who did I think not played so great last time out? Skinner, you've not done great, so let's bring Woodley Garness up. Actually, let's give Jack Holden another go ahead of Ben Lewis. And Bobby Robson, let's give you a go and have Mema sit out for this game. Yeah, that's what I think. Okay. Hopefully Bohemian Reserves can beat Swaffham Town. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Let's see what everybody says about this result. Yep, that will do. Looking forward to another Frankenborg masterclass. Okay. Can't see their recent form. But they're playing a 4-5-1 formation. And we are playing our... Well, it's kind of like a 4-4-2. But it's like a... It's almost like a 4-2-4. Almost. Don't know why 4th place is relegated. But there we go. I'm guessing because... Oh, I guess they have to be relegated because I think their senior team has been relegated. Potentially. Heavey. Go on, Heavey. Play that ball out to Frankenborg. Frankenborg plays it back to Roland. Oh, Roland plays the ball up. But straight to Waveney's under 21 keeper. Go on, Frankenborg. Great block out for a corner. We're in front of 115 fans. Go on, Frankenborg. Whip this in. Back out to Frankenborg. Frankenborg gives it to Holden. Go on, Jack Holden. He plays it back to Roland, who plays it to Hayes. And Hayes went back to Jack Holden, but the highlight ends there. Oh no, Swaffham Town under 21 could go top of the league with a win here. Gotta encourage the lads. Because I think we're doing really well this season. Despite one defeat, we are doing really well. Even though that is our first defeat. If we don't get another defeat for the rest of the season, that'll be our first defeat in 2 full seasons. Brilliant save by the keeper. Hopefully we can just hold on either to the draw and hope second place Swaffham Town lose or draw, and then yeah, and then we can stay top of the league just by a draw. But then that puts more pressure on us, so go for the win, and hopefully that widens the gap. Just gonna see how the first half plays out. I don't want to put too much pressure with the shouts. They're going to have to play a long ball at some point. Well done, Heavey. Go on, Beb. Beb, play him. Oh no, that's not who I wanted it to play it to. Gives it to Robson. Beb goes for goal. Beb hit the crossbar. Frankenborg! Is he offside? I think he's offside. Oh no, he's not. Ref would have done something by now if he was offside. Come on, Frankenborg. Brilliant. Two points clear. 2 points clear at the top now. With Swaffham Town drawing at this moment in time. When the header... I didn't mean them for winning the header, I meant us. Come on. Can we please hold out till half time? Come on. 1-0 going into half time, which is good. I'm going to say hands together. You weren't that bad, but you can still improve. Just good, your hands together. I feel like the hands together might help. There we go. It's made everyone pretty much happy. More of the same from the first half into the second half, please, lads. Well done. We will need to make room for Josh Baker in this game because I'd like to see him come off the bench, as this would be his debut game. Go on, Freddie Stanley. To Heavey. To Stanley. Stanley back to Heavey. Go on, Heavey. Oh, Heavey's just lost out on the ball there. Yes, Roland gives it to Heavey. Plays it to Steele. Then Steele to Heavey. Heavey to Robson. Go on, Robson. Whip the ball in. Well done, Robson. Frankenborg at the header. Save. And a Royal Oak corner. Which is our third corner. Well, I think we already had two. This should be our third. Ball's been cleared. And Roland's going to pick up the loose ball. Yeah, that is our third corner of the game. Go on, Heavey. To Steele. Steele with the turn. And he puts it wide. So we're coming up to the 60th minute. And I think Bradley Simmons is going to make way for Josh Baker. Oh, we got a penalty. We have got a penalty. And who's stepping up to take the penalty? I have no clue who's stepping up to take the penalty. And it's Dylan Bebb. And yes! Come on, Dylan Bebb. 8th goal of the season for Bebb. Come on. 2-0 up. Go on, Frankenborg. Make this 3-0. Save. But Frankenborg's got back onto the loose ball. Come on, we got this. Well done, Frankenborg. Gives it to Roland. But highlight ends there. Come on. Come on, lads. I think we need to make another change. Tactic. Let's bring Ashley Harris for Ben Steele. And then make one more change. I know Frankenborg doing... Actually, let's put in for Bobby Robson. Bobby Robson's on yellow. And Bobby Robson's a key player. Can we get this cleared? Well blocked. Well cleared by Roland. And nobody decided to charge that down. Come on. Come on, lads. And full time we win 2-0. Okay. Just going to talk about what game we are playing in the next episode. So, in the next episode, we are going to be playing Takaloniston Reserves, and we'll be playing Eastern Under 21s. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and don't forget to like, share, and comment. And I will catch you guys next time, next week. And this has been Drewster Gamer SC, and peace.